channel. If you're like me, you've noticed that Father's Day is coming up. And if you're also like me, you're broke. So I'm going to show you how to make 3 super easy, really awesome Father's Day crafts for your dad using items that I either had on hand at the time or found at my local dollar store. So they're also very inexpensive to make and came out amazing. So let's just jump right in. First, you're going to take your jar and the label. I printed mine out on a plain piece of paper because I'm going to be Mod Podging it. Take the Mod Podge and lay it on the back of the label in a thin coat. Then press it onto the jar. Make sure you press down really well and try to get out any bubbles that may have formed. Like this. Once that's dry, you want to take a second layer of Mod Podge and lay it over the top. It's okay if it goes over the edges a little bit because it dries clear. And it should look like this. Once that's done, I decided to decorate the lid of the jar. So I took a piece of scrap of paper and just traced the seal part of the lid on it and then cut it out. After I cut it out, I put Mod Podge on the back of the paper and pressed it onto the top of the lid. After I pressed it onto the top of the lid, I put another layer of Mod Podge over it and stuck it together. Now it's time to fill. I use sunflower seeds and pistachios because that's what my dad likes, but you can use whatever kind of nuts or seeds you want. And this is what the finished lid looks like. Once the jar is filled and the lid is dry, you are finished with this project. It's a really awesome and easy gift for your dad that he'll be able to enjoy and snack on too. I simply traced one of the tiles on the paper 4 times so that I would have one square for each of the 4 tiles. Once they're cut out, I just put Mod Podge on the back of the sheet and pressed it onto the tile. Then I trimmed off any of the edges and put a second thin coat over the top. Continue this with each of the tiles, and when you're done, it'll be super cute posters. This is the easiest of the projects. All you're going to do is take the pebbles and one by one put a dot of hot glue on the back and glue it onto the picture frame. Because of the size and shape of my frame, once I finished putting it around the front of the frame, I also chose to cover the sides of the frame. Then finally I went through and took really tiny pebbles that I found and filled in any of the larger holes that might have shown through. I just wanted it to look a bit more put together and not just one layer of pebbles on the front. But that's totally optional. You can do whatever you think looks best because I'm sure your dad will love whatever you decide to do. of the different layers. I think it really tied it in nicely together and looked a lot better. It's going to look great when I put a picture in there of me and my dad. Well, there you have it. Those are 3 really easy and, as you can see, super awesome Father's Day crafts. If you want to see more DIY videos like this, go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!